everybody.
Hi, welcome to Two Non-Yarn Snobs, a podcast about the fiber arts.
Did you see that?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can reach us on Ravelry. We have a group set up for the podcast. You can also follow us on Instagram at Two Non-Yarn Snobs. You can get a hold of us and you can send us messages on Ravelry. Me, Sabrena, is JD's girl, and Anna is Joey's rib. We're coming to you from Central Arkansas. Oh, this shirt makes me look heavy. I just got off work. It was kind of a long day.
It's not my shirts that make me look tubby, it's me. I make me look tubby.
I'm a dog groomer for any of you that haven't been with us before. And if you're new, thank you for joining us. Think about hitting the subscribe button and turn the notifications on.
Comment and like.
Yeah, we try to podcast every 2 weeks. Occasionally life gets in the way. So we'll talk about this elephant right here in the room. Maybe you can't even see it. I have bandages on. I'm a dog groomer, and I had one of the worst bites I've had in 20 years today. And then I decided that some of my dogs needed groomed afterwards. I don't know.
Since the bite was so much fun.
Yeah, I decided to groom a couple of my dogs are past due. The groomer's dog, right?
That's the way it always is. The mechanic's car always needs fixing, and the dog groomer's dog always needs grooming.
Yes. So, I have 2 standard poodles, 2 golden doodles, and then a few others that don't require haircuts.
A few odds and ends.
Yeah. But my poodles and doodles were a little overdue. Some of them still are. I have 4, and we did 2 of them today, but they're done and out of the way. My brother is here to visit, which is super nice. He's 25 years older than I am, and he made the 3-hour trip needing a hip replacement to come and see me, so I think that's pretty special.
That's sweet.
It really was, and I'm worried about him getting back home, but the weather's nice right now, but that's still a long drive when you need a hip replacement. He is scheduled for surgery next month, but still, it's a long drive. So, I really don't have much else that's been going on that I can remember in the last couple of weeks. But Anna's had lots of things happen, so we'll let her give you her life updates.
We took out a loan against my husband's 401k, and before y'all go, that's not smart. We know, but it's unnecessary evil for us. So we have bought and paid for a used camper that the guy we bought it from is going to deliver it to our house once the ground dries out enough so it won't bog down. And then we are going to live in the camper while we fix up our house. With some of the money, we fixed my truck, as in it's got a new front end.
Yay!
It has new ball joints, upper and lower on both sides, new CV joints on both sides, a new idler arm, a new battery. It's been aligned. It's got 4 new tires and a new to me used tire on the spare because it was showing all the steel belts. Yeah, so now I'm afoot again. I'm traveling again.
And she's out of the house.
And I'm out of the house. And I've been telling my husband for the last couple of weeks, I need a couple of days away. I see a road trip in my future. And then today, I was getting ready to leave to go get the alignment done, and I told him again, I see a road trip in my near future. And he went, well, where are you going? And I said, we'll discuss that when I get home. I gotta go. He was like, okay. And he's been off because he's been sick the last 3 days. He does not call in sick. And he's had a GI virus that is not pleasant. And that's as far as I'm going to talk about it. But now he's been off for 3 days now, and hopefully he's getting the tail end of it.
I hope so.
FOs.
FOs.
You're the FO queen.
I'm not the FO queen.
Since I have no FOs, you're the FO queen.
Okay, so I am doing the Yarn Hoarders Dishcloth Challenge, even though I said I wasn't going to.
We knew she was lying about that.
This is Dishcloth 5,
But I do like that you're changing up your pattern.
6, and 7. And the pattern is Clean Sweep.
Which we showed you that information the last week. Or last time.
This is a different pattern.
Is it?
Yeah. So
My
this
bad.
is Clean Sweep by Erica Lofton. And it's a free pattern on Ravelry. And maybe I shouldn't talk about it, but I'm going to a little bit. It's like making a hat. The other one had some post stitches. This one has none. This is like making a hat. And, you know, your just standard hat increases. And it has petals around the outside edge. And this yarn is Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton in the turquoise colorway. It may be a little darker in real life than it's showing on camera. But it's super soft. I don't use this yarn a lot. But I had some and I used it. And I really liked it. So I liked this pattern well enough that I said, I'm going to make some coasters for my house. And I made this out of 100% Peruvian wool LRA. And they don't have color names, it's just a color number, and I'm not sure which color number it was. And so I did one with the petals and felted it. And my husband said, do mine have to have petals? And I said, no. Yours don't have to have petals. So I made just a plain round one and felted it. And I think these are going to be better for protecting my furniture than, say, a cotton. Because whatever moisture it draws should evaporate faster and it should be harder to get through than cotton. I don't know that for sure. That's just what's in my head. And I'm going to test it now that we're podcasting, and I'll let you know how it goes. Because I have some cotton ones, and I feel like they get wet and stay wet for a long time.
I feel like cotton holds
water.
Whereas that's why they tell you in sweaters to make them out of wool instead of cotton.
So when you felt something, it shrinks by 30% generally. So I left one unfelted so you could see the difference in size. And I did run these through the washing machine at work with some towels and hot water and a little laundry detergent. I did run them through twice because you can still see some of the stitches. On the front side you can see the stitches, on the back side you cannot. But I wanted them pretty well felted. I couldn't do them at home because I have a front loading washing machine, so there's no agitation. So I had to take them to work and felt them. But I thought that was pretty neat. If you've never felted anything, now you can see the difference. So I thought that was fun. So that's my first two. And then I have finished a pair of socks for Landon, my 10-year-old, and a pair for my husband. So Landon's is 50 grams of Patton's Croy in the Woodsy colorway. I'm sorry about the phone.
And you'll note this pair started out matchy-matchy, identical twins.
And then there was a couple of breaks in the yarn and tied together, which is fine. And I was a little upset because when you pay $8 a skein, you kind of want better than that. One knot I'm okay with, but then this entire cream here, you can see, was missing. That's all there was of it. It was completely missing. So he's still super happy because the top parts match and the bottom part will be in his shoe anyway. So 2 pairs of socks, Patton's Croy. This is 100 grams. Each sock is 50 grams. And this pair is 50 grams. Now my son does wear a size 7 in men's shoes, but compared to a size 15, that's pretty small. And the brown, the contrast, heels, toes, and cuffs is some Knit Pick Stroll that I dyed with some super strong coffee. And it's a beautiful goldeny brown.
It's a gorgeous brown.
And it's probably one of my favorite browns. So, I only have one other FO. That's my sister-in-law.
Somebody's
and
calling.
she does not know that I'm podcasting, and I'm really sorry. I don't even normally have my person here with me. We were just in a hurry. We wanted to get this done while we had natural light. So, one of the dogs ate one of my house shoes. And I have been wearing mismatched house shoes, I don't know, for a couple of months. And I told my husband that he needed to look and see if he could find any house shoes for me, because I was kind of tired of wearing the mismatched ones. And he said, you know, you can make anything. You could make yourself a pair of house shoes. So I just grabbed up this book. And this is Elizabeth Zimmerman's Patterns. This was put out long after she passed away by her daughter, Meg Swanson. If you're a knitter, I mean, everyone knows Elizabeth Zimmerman. She revolutionized how people knit. And this is her garter stitch patterns, a collection of, called Knit One, Knit All. My mother bought me this book before she passed, and I have yet to knit anything out of it. Well, now I have. This is called Knitted Clogs. And they have pretty interesting construction, and they were fun to do. And I thought they were going to, like, fall off my feet. But they don't. They stay.
How the tongue's turned.
I know. We call them the pixie house shoes. Anyway, they stay on, and I was kind of amazed, because I thought they were just going to fall off, but they don't. Knitted Clogs.
Okay, now
by
what yarn did you use?
This is Lion Brand Thick and Quick.
Is that a
wool-
100% wool or
No, it's acrylic.
Okay.
It's Lion Brand Wool Ease Thick and Quick, which is a jumbo 6. A jumbo 6. It's pretty thick. And I just had one skein of it, and one skein was enough.
So I'm curious, if you wanted to make them and then felt them,
You would need to make them 30% wider.
but not longer.
Felting shrinks more this way than it does this way.
Okay.
A little bit longer, but not a whole lot. But 30% wider, for sure. They would be amazing felted.
Because I have some purple.
They would be so cute felted.
I have some purple Elerang.
Yeah, me too. Ha! Anyway, that's all my finished objects. I felt like a slacker, but I finished 2 pairs of socks.
That's a lot. And those coasters.
Yeah, and the house shoes.
Okay, so maybe that in typical weeks that may not be a lot, but
I feel like 2 pairs of socks is a lot.
I am the slacker.
You have not been feeling well. You haven't been feeling well for a little while.
I haven't been feeling well for a long time.
Yeah.
But I do have one whip, which is it's in my aisle bag, and everybody has seen them before, but I lack 2 decrease rows. And I'll have the decreases done on the gusset on this final sock.
Yay!
And I'm so ready to be done.
That's how I felt with the Woodsy.
Which means they're probably going to get some love tonight when I get home.
Yay! So we're at whips, right?
Yes. And
All right.
that's my only whip.
I have a lot. I have way too many, guys. Someone needs to hold me accountable. I used to be a monogamous knitter.
You want me to hold you accountable?
Yes. Let's count how many I have, because it's a lot.
What was your New Year's resolution?
Not to buy any yarn and to lose weight.
And?
Finish my projects.
And?
I don't know.
Not start another project till you had something.
Well, I did. I finished.
You were down to...
Oh, yeah. I'm way up, guys. I have so many whips. And I'm only showing things I've worked on.
To get back to monogamous knitting?
I'm only going to show you what I've worked on this last 2 weeks.
I could hold her accountable, but I'm just,
My raspberry cantaloupe socks.
How much love did they get?
Probably 10 rows. One Sunday morning, I sat and knitted on these. And these are Hobby Lobby's Yarnology needles, double points, 2.25s. Cantaloupe and raspberry socks, 2x2 rib, plain vanilla sock. These are for me. Okay.
But now you can really concentrate on them since you got a pair done for Landon and... Or not.
Landon sock. This one's been done for a while, and I started this one.
And you got to cut in the heel. Are you going to do an
I'm
afterthought
going to do an
heel?
afterthought heel because he's a kid and he'll put them on sideways if there's no heel.
And this is that Hawthorne Pearl.
Yep. So I started the second sock, and I have 50 rows of it done. I need 120.
And the gray is some that you dyed that we decided to call Granny.
So these have been a work in progress for a long time. They were going to be for Jerry, and he's decided 64 stitches is too tight for him. And has to have 72.
Are you okay there?
I'm fine. And we're not going to edit that out because this is real life, guys.
We don't edit.
Okay.
We are not that technologically advanced yet.
So that is 2 pairs of socks on needles.
2 pairs of socks on the needles. Here comes number 3.
Here comes number 3. The last time we saw you, I had not started this one, but I had this one finished. And I'm about 4 inches in.
Ice yarns.
Ice yarns.
Vanilla latte.
The vanilla latte sock, yes. Same Yarnology needles
For Landon.
for Landon. Jerry does not have any socks on needles. Don't tell him that.
Say that so loud. He's in the next room.
He has no socks on needles, and Landon has 2 pair on needles. And I'm telling you, if I never did anything but knit socks, my boys would be plenty happy. Okay, that's all the socks I have started.
That's a miracle.
I know, right? So then the other morning at work, I said, you know, I really, really liked that.
Started another marled mandala.
I really liked that Marl Mandela blanket that I gave to my sister-in-law for Christmas. And I said, I'm going to grab these 2 colors and just see what all I get. This is Valkyrie, Lion Brand Mandala Valkyrie. And this one is Magic Moon.
Ooh.
So I just grabbed the 2 off the shelf, and this is what we've got so far. And I'm not going to bore you with all of them every time, but I think that this is really interesting how the colors look similar, and then they don't look similar, and then it changes again. And then it changes again.
I do like the color flow.
And then it changes again. So this is going to be an Afghan, hopefully, for me. Or my household. Because I really, really liked the last one I made. And decided to keep it. Or decided to give it to my sister-in-law.
You wanted to keep it.
I did want to keep it. Okay, so I have 2 more works in progress. I don't know how many it is, but it's too many, guys. Way too many. Oh, I left the pattern in the other room. So, when I got finished with my house shoes, my husband, who wears a size 15 shoe and stands 6'9", said, I'd really like to have a pair of those. So, there's a pair on the needles. And this is wool that I dyed, and it's 2 different colors held together. One was oak leaf and one was madder. So, I'm holding 2 5-weights together and still don't think it's as thick and chunky as that bulky 6 was.
Really?
Yeah. But that's okay. And then
cracks me up that you're using Corningware for a yarn bowl.
Yes, I am. That's exactly what that is. That's a yarn bowl to keep it from rolling across the house. Because I was too lazy to go get the ball winder and have cakes. And I didn't want it rolling on the floor.
I don't blame you.
So then I did go get the ball winder yesterday and wound cakes. And when my brother came to visit, he brought me just more yarn than you could ever imagine. Yeah. And this is cotton, and it looks like a mess because it is. But that's okay. It'll straighten out here in a minute. And this is going to be a tank top. And it's going to be this pink, and then a turquoise, and then a yellow. And I'm not sure yellow's going to look good up top. I might end up putting it in the middle. But I cast this on yesterday when I should not have. And I have knit 4 or 5 rows. 4 rows of it has started. And this is Knitter's Pride interchangeable needles. They're acrylic. The jury's still out. I got them for my birthday. The jury's still out. We'll see when I knit a whole project on them. They're not too terrible slippery, and I was afraid they would be with this cotton. But this is coned cotton. It comes on a cone, and it is lace weight. So I'm holding it double to make it fingering weight. And what a great find, right? Super happy with it. I think it's going to be a nice summer top. Now, I have one more whip. Honest, that I've worked on this in the last 2 weeks. This is, y'all need to stop me. Just stop me. Okay. It's another yarn ball. Yep, it's a cookie jar. So, in the morning at work, I do work, but I open the store at 7:30 in the morning, and sometimes we don't have anything come in until 9. But Landon gets on the bus at work, and we're open at 7:30, and we do take walk-ins, so someone has to be there. I would rather have the early shift than the late shift, so I go in at 7:30, and then the girl I work with stays and closes at 5:30, and I get to come home and be with my family. So the other morning at work, I had someone gave me 2 bags, Ziploc bags, the gallon size ones, full of balls of acrylic yarn this size and smaller. And I said, what am I going to do with that? What am I going to do with that? Well, I made this granny square. And I am going to turn it into my summer bag. I'm going to line it. I don't need a bag with holes in it. And I'm going to put a gusset on it so it's not just a flat. And I think I'm going to weave the gusset and shoulder strap, because then it won't have as much stretch. Mm-hmm. And it will also, what I had in my head was then I would be showcasing a lot of my stuff. So a crochet granny square. I am knitting on the bias, and I stopped in the middle of a row because a customer came in, and you're not going to be able to see it well. But just like the grandma's favorite dishcloth, knit on the bias, started with 2 stitches, knit until that ran out, picked up another ball, just kind of closed my eyes, and knit that, and I'm going to make it the same size as the back, and then weave a gusset and strap, and line it. And that will be my summer handbag, is my plan. Okay, believe it or not, that is all my works in progress.
Good night.
We might lose the sunlight, it really. So now on to Yarn Adventures!
Yay!
Which, all I have is acquisitions.
That's all I have too.
Okay. I'm not buying yarn. I bought yarn. I bought yarn to make a sweater. And this is Knit Picks Wool of the Andes. And the colorway is Magic.
That is so pretty.
It's a beautiful color, and I am going to make myself a sweater, a wool sweater out of it. I don't regret buying it because I have a plan. But I'm not just randomly buying yarn. This is going to be a sweater. This is going to be a sweater before fall.
Gotta finish up a few other whips. Before.
Yeah, I do. I've got to finish some whips. I ordered the skirt number 1 pattern, sewing pattern from 100 Acts of Sewing, because they're at work. They have bought T-shirts they want us to wear that said that they didn't care what kind of pants or shorts or skirts or whatever that we wore on the bottom. You shouldn't tell me that, because I'm going to make skirts that have paw prints and dogs and maybe dogs knitting. Who knows? They're going to be hilarious.
And whatever funky 70s floral type
Yes.
that you can find.
Yes. Absolutely. Okay, that's all that I purchased. You want to show what you purchased? By the way, my sweater's quantity costs less than this.
Well, I'm obsessed with Outlander.
Oh, me too. Such a good television show.
Season 5 starts on Sunday on Stars.
I've already got it set to record.
I bought an Outlander mini set from Dragon Horde Yarn from Tristan Molina. She is one of the girls at the Yarn Cafe podcast. It's a mother-daughter team. Anyway, this is an Outlander mini set.
It's beautiful.
Sock weight. I'm going to turn it into a shawl. I'm just going to start with one, and I'm going to stripe in as I get, there is gonna be no rhyme or reason. But let me tell you, the main reasons that I bought this,
That gold?
that gold right there is called Red Jamie.
Oh.
This green over here is called Lallybrock.
Mm.
And this purple right here is called Healer. And I think they're just so beautiful.
They
You
are
can't
beautiful.
hardly see them in this plastic,
Well, you could a minute ago. See?
but I'm not going to
Like
take
that.
it out of the plastic. And then I have another acquisition coming tomorrow from Tristan. I have a sweater's quantity, most of which is this white. It's an heirloom. It's called heirloom.
And a lot of this gold too, right? Or is it a different yellow?
No, I think it's Red Jamie. I'm not absolutely certain what all of it is, but anyway, apparently I won't spend $180 on a sweater, but I'll buy $180 worth of yarn to knit a sweater.
Sounds right.
Anyway, it's for a cow that she's starting. It's a t-shirt pattern that she made up, and it's got some color work, and it'll be beautiful.
It will be beautiful. Okay. I have one more acquisition, and I'm probably not going to be able to show it all to you. I told you my brother came to visit. He likes to go shopping at the Goodwills and the Salvation Armies, and he called me one day, and I was at work and I was busy, and he was FaceTime and said, "Do you think you have any use for this?" And I knew it was cone yarn, but it could have been acrylic, or it could have been just anything. And I said, "Yeah, I could use it. I can use it if it's a good price." Well, it was $10 a bag.
That's a good price.
Help me lift. This bag is all cotton on cone. It is all lace weight. Okay. And I've opened them and went through them and separated them. So that one's all cotton. This one is all small cakes of wool. It's all wool. Some of it needs to be rewound, recaked, all worsted weight wool. And there was 2 full skeins of Cascade 220 in it somewhere. Because let me tell you, the 2 skeins of Cascade 220 would have been close to the $20 he spent. And then I have, oh, see, Cascade 220. And then I have this ginormous trash bag. And I looked up the maker, and they only dealt in natural fibers. And this is cone wool. It is lace weight, and it will have to be held double or triple, because this girl's not knitting lace weight nothing. But they're beautiful colors.
Ooh, did you see that being held together to make
A marl.
Oh, that would be pretty.
How about a fade?
Oh, that would be so pretty.
Yeah. It's gorgeous, and I couldn't be happier. I did not actively go out and hunt for it. I did not purchase it, but I am so happy with it.
Hey, you're not buying it. If yarn comes to you without you
Absolutely,
buying it,
yes, I know.
that falls within the rules of the, you know.
My
So
stash
cool.
down. But also was super happy to have some natural fibers. I don't have a ton of natural fibers, but it is my favorite thing to work with. Definitely wool, and alpaca and llama, cotton even. Natural fibers make my heart really happy. Lots of it. A whole trash bag. Oh.
And a banana's gonna look through it here in a minute anyway.
Yep.
Sorry, I'll quit wrestling.
So that's pretty much all we have. It's been a good 2 weeks. We're happy to be here and happy that you're here with us. Anything else?
We're happy to have a working vehicle.
Yes. Yes, yes. That's an amazing, wonderful thing. Amazing, wonderful thing. I am going to get back to dyeing. I pulled out some acid dyes and a skinny yarn. Not yesterday, maybe the day before. I think it's still sitting on my coffee table. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I need to
It'll
put it
get
away.
there.
Yeah. So I was going to go and dye some yarn. And my husband used all the vinegar. We had a drain that wasn't draining quite right, and someone told him to pour boiling water down it with vinegar. So now I've got to go to the store to get vinegar before I can dye any acid dyes. Well.
It'll be okay.
Oh yeah.
It'll get there.
Oh yeah. So anyway, we've enjoyed being here. We'll see you in about 2 weeks. Maybe with no more cast-ons and maybe something finished. Maybe. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.